Ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing? Welcome back. It's been a minute, but we're back here, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to be alive. Welcome back to the Otaku Brothers podcast, man. My name is Joseph, your co-host, joined by my beautiful co-host Ben, where we talk about anime and pop culture and fun stuff. But before we get into anything like that, talking about our week and everything, we just wanted to kind of dedicate this episode to the passing of an absolute legend and GOAT within the manga and anime industry. I mean, you all have definitely heard about it by now. Akira Toriyama has sadly passed away at the age of 68 due to, I believe it was it a blood or something, a tumor in his brain, I believe, or something along those lines. It doesn't matter. But so. Anyways, regardless, I thought that we would dedicate the first few minutes of the podcast to just go ahead and talk about him and his legacy, because Ben, I mean, I don't think, at least for me, and I'm sure for you, his influence on anime and manga is undeniable, and even within the world of pop culture itself. I mean, I don't think I could sit here and say that would be this big a fan of anime if it wasn't for Dragon Ball Z. So.
Oh no, I'm definitely the same. But I was thinking about it, like whenever I heard the news, and it's just like I got this memory of me sitting in front of the TV as a kid watching Dragon Ball. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. And so I didn't realize how much of an impact that he had on me until I really thought about it.
No. Yeah.
So it's sad.
I completely agree. I remember in high school, the beginning of high school, probably, or no, it wasn't even high school, it was middle school. Yeah. It was like 7th or 8th grade. My buddy let me borrow all the Dragon Ball Z discs that he owned, so I was watching them in order. And I remember staying up for my 13th, 14th birthday, and then I stayed up till midnight and I watched Goku go Super Saiyan 3, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. So that was the first thing I saw on my birthday that day, which was awesome. Yeah, it was so sick. And I went through that whole Dragon Ball phase growing up, and oh my gosh, I was so obsessed with it. I thought it was peak fiction. And I mean, although I'm not going to sit here and say that it's my favorite or it's the greatest anime of all time, but I think that its influence is still undeniable. I think it changed the shonen genre and it defined it for what it is today, especially in pop culture. I mean, you see everybody rocking Dragon Ball, athletes, actors, celebrities, everyone. A lot of people in mainstream know what Dragon Ball is, and it just goes to show how important it is and how a lot of anime that you see today probably wouldn't be a thing without him. I mean, he's like MF Doom in that sense. He's your manga's favorite mangaka. So it's just awesome. I don't know. I'm very curious to see how they're gonna handle Dragon Ball from here on out. It's just so sad, especially with how young he was. It's just, I don't know, it's tragic. I mean, especially with jokes aside about how Japanese people live for such a long life, and they do. Whenever you see someone die this young at 68, in general, it's really sad. He's gone way too soon, but his work's definitely going to live on in all of the fans and the community and his loved ones. So yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting that he'll be remembered. So yeah, I mean, even I saw this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I saw this thing where someone had compiled a bunch of all the responses to of like all the current manga authors and like big series that are out right now, and it's just like they're all talking about how they grew up like reading his story and watching his show, and they're like, I wouldn't be here or like I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing without him and his influence. So it's just crazy. It's crazy to see how much impact he has on just current things. It's
right. And I mean, just recently, I remember we talked about it probably towards the beginning of this podcast we started, when remember how I think it was a bunch of different mangakas drawing different covers, illustrations for Dragon Ball. So I mean, that was really cool to see. And I mean, just the fact that, I mean, I remember how big a deal I thought it was when they got the Goku balloon in the Macy's Day Parade. I was like, oh my god, like that's Goku from Dragon Ball, and no one in my family knew what I was talking about, but it's just incredible. And I mean, yeah, it's just great. I can't say I've read much of his other work like Dragon's Quest, but I mean, obviously Dragon Ball is his big one, and that's just, I mean, everywhere. I mean, it was so beautiful. I don't know if you saw it, Ben, what they did in Argentina. They hosted a meetup, a Dragon Ball fan meetup, and they
Mm.
tried to do the world's biggest spirit bomb like thing.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
yeah, they all got together in like a park and they did put their hands in the air and they did the thing. It was awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool, and I think that's just the biggest thing as well is how much. I mean, jokes aside, as I'll speak for the Hispanic people in this when I say this, a lot of jokes about how it's touched those Spanish community. But I mean, it's true. It's true, and the fact that I mean,
It is.
it's true in the sense that you see a lot of people from Western culture, not only Western culture, but South America as well, and just other parts of the world, you know, be into Dragon Ball. And I mean, that's insane. I mean, you can't say that for a lot of other shows. So it's just, especially being all the way from Japan on the opposite side of the world, to have
Mm.
its influence spread that far and reach that many people and connect with them is truly inspiring, and that something that not many people in this world could accomplish. So it just goes to show how impressive he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of that, I mean, I'm sure maybe we'll talk about it some other time. It's probably not the time, but it's going to be interesting to see how they tackle Dragon Ball from here on out and what they're going to continue doing with it. So, yeah, I mean, that's just what it is. But we just wanted to get that out of the way. Ben, unless you wanted to say your final thoughts on that.
It's just it's hard to. I'm still like processing it. It's so
Mm-hmm.
mind blowing that he passed at such a young age. But um, I don't think I have anything else to say. Just
Yeah.
rest in
Um,
peace. Prayers to his family. Everything like
Facts.
that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but I think the author of Bleach gave a I don't want to mispronounce his name, but the author of Bleach I think gave a great quote when he was talking about Toriyama's passing, stating that he said that it still doesn't feel real that he's actually gone, and that he still believes that he's here in the sense of his work is still here, and that
Yeah.
he's continuing to work. And it kind of shows that he's living on. I don't want to butcher completely what he said. Go look it up for yourself if you want to read it, but it was really beautiful. So I think he gave a great goodbye paragraph message. So that was awesome. But yeah, that's sadness out of the way. We just wanted to get that out of the way. Thank you so much, Akira Toriyama, for what you've done and to us. And it's so crazy because that was probably one of the first few anime I watched, Ben. Um, and I remember, I think before that I had seen like Sword Art Online and then maybe Death Note. So I was very young back then, very innocent, and yeah, it's crazy to think that now. I mean, I remember Dragon Ball Z was the first anime I was obsessed with. Like that was when I
Yeah.
knew I was like, holy crap! Like I want to keep watching shows like this. And that eventually led to Naruto and so on down the rabbit hole. But it's just without that, it's without that. I don't know if I would be here, man. I don't know if we'd be having this podcast, or I don't know if we'd be going to
We
Japan in the next
we
couple
definitely
months.
wouldn't. We
Yeah.
definitely wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. So.
Fuck. I didn't realize how big of a Dragon Ball fan I used to be until
Dude,
this
I
happened.
remember talking about it with you your my like freshman year of high school, and because I was like, oh, I didn't know you like Dragon Ball, and you told me like you had like, watched the Majin Buu arc and things like that, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, dang.
Like
So.
I remember because I don't know when it was. My dad had got me this like my first laptop, and it was like this really old,
Mm,
like just a normal laptop. But I remember I couldn't figure out. I wanted my wallpaper to be Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and I couldn't figure out how to do it.
that's
And I
awesome.
spent so long trying to do it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I remember there's an old video on one of our old YouTube channels of me saying that I like pulled a muscle. I like strained a neck muscle when I tried flexing in the mirror to do the Goku like Super Saiyan pose.
Yeah, I think that's a canon event for every kid
Oh yeah.
trying to go Super Saiyan.
Oh yeah. It's incredible. Yeah, he's just he mastered the art of shonen fighting. And yeah, I mean, for what it was worth, I didn't even feel like, I mean, the pacing was pretty long, but I mean, it didn't even feel like it at the time. Like I
Yeah.
would just go through those dude fast, and oh man, yeah, I loved his art style, so unique and so fun. So just everything about it was great. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think that'll do it for thank you, Kira Toriyama, again for everything that you've done on us. And yeah, we will definitely continue to talk about your work and remember you. So again, like Ben said, prayers and thoughts to his family. but we love you so much. So thank you. And with that out of the way, guys, moving on to the actual bulk of the podcast here. Ben, how have you doing? How's your week been? And things like that. I know
uh,
it's kind of weird going into it like that, but
no, you're good. You're good. It's been good. Um,
mm-hmm.
me and Josh just had spring break. It's a
Yes,
shame we couldn't get to hang out.
I know.
That's my fault.
No,
I was busy with just work this time.
just work, not school.
No school, no
There you go.
school.
Just
Um,
changing it up, throwing a curveball.
changing it up, yeah. But yeah, no. Even though I worked, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's always good to have a break from school.
Oh
I think
yeah.
I really needed that. But yeah, yeah. How's your spring break,
It
Joseph?
was a lot of fun. It sucked. It was cut short because I had work, but I won't get into a lot of it actually. So, but it was a great time. I needed the break as well. Went to a wedding, got to see some friends and family. It was good catching up with everybody. And then, yeah, sadly missed Ben, but we'll see each other soon. So
Yes.
it's all good. But yeah, besides that, it was good. I just relaxed with family. It was cut short because I had to come back for work as well. So it sucked. I literally showed up like as soon as it was like a 4 hour drive from where I was coming from. And as soon as I got back here, I had 20 minutes until work. So,
Oh my
so I
gosh.
immediately went into work. I didn't even drop off my clothes and things. I literally drove to the parking lot of work and just
Oh no.
hopped in, hopped down. I was tired. But yeah, besides that, I got to see some other buddies who came up. I caught up on solo leveling, which has been awesome, which we'll probably talk about here in a little bit towards the end of the
Yeah.
podcast, but it's been picking up. And besides that, I saw Dune 2 for the second time, and I'm actually reading the books now. So,
I've been meaning to watch it again.
yeah, it was wow. Oh, well, Ben, I guess that we can just you should share that real fast. I know it's nothing
What?
crazy, but your
Oh, okay.
birthday
So
gifts.
what? Oh, where is it?
That is such a flex.
So I was at school earlier today, and
Mhm.
I wasn't expecting to like I wasn't expecting anything, but then I got a text from my apartment. It's like, oh, a package has been delivered. So I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, I wonder what it is. So I take the shuttle back home. I get this package. I go and open it, and it's the screenplay of Dune
That's
1,
insane.
signed by Timothy Chalamet and Zendaya.
That is
With
so
and it was
freaking
like this
cool.
whole certificate of authenticity that they give you.
So is that their signature right there, or is that's someone
No,
else's?
that's the executive direct. I think this is just like the certification company
Yeah.
or whatever. But it shows where they got it signed, and it was one of the screenings of Dune 2 in Mexico or something.
Really? But this is the Dune 1 screenplay?
Yeah,
Okay. That's still
and
so
so
sick.
it's like
Oh
the
my
original one,
god. That is so badass. That is so awesome.
and then you have their signatures in there,
Oh
and
my
it's legit
god.
because like it bleeds through the page,
That's
and so
sick. And
and
so
like
it's literally like the screenplay. It's the how it
yeah,
opens. That is so sick. Oh my god.
prologue. Like it sets the scene and
Does
everything.
it say the title card of what it starts with? What is the title
Titles on
card?
black appearing
Yeah.
one after the other. Prologue about Spice TBD. Fade in. Dream
Yeah.
sequence.
That is
Exit
so
Arrakis. End of day.
sick.
That's so cool.
What a flex. That is so sick. Well, that's awesome. I'm really happy for you, Ben. That's a great birthday gift.
I
That's
know.
incredible.
That's
But
so
yeah,
cool.
Dune 2, I've been kind of obsessed with Dune recently. I actually watched the original one with my buddy as well. So I've been going down a Dune rabbit hole. I've been loving it so much. I think it is such a beautiful world of fiction. And
Mhm.
it always baffles me when I see stuff like Dune, Game of Thrones, Star Wars, that someone can, and like Tolkien with Lord of the Rings, that someone can actually
Yeah.
come up with the time to, or not even just the time, but just the imagination and creativity it takes to come up with all of these different characters and settings. It truly is a art, and it's incredible. It's
Yeah.
something that I really admire, and that I'm just like, wow, that is so awesome of you. That so, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's besides the point. But yeah, Dune 2 been awesome. I actually wanted to make a video on that, but I didn't really have time, sadly. But maybe in the future I'll make one. But
Maybe.
yeah, regardless, that's what I did for spring break. Haven't really watched much anime. I've been kind of slacking on that. I still haven't started season 3 of Crocono Basket, but we're getting there. I think we're gonna get there. This second half of the semester should be kind of easier, so I'm hoping I'll have more time. But regardless, moving on. Let's talk some anime, Ben. Let's talk some anime. So
That's
finally, actually, I just made a video. I don't know if you watched it or not, Ben, but I just made a video talking about how there was no anime out right now that I was really excited for. So I made a video looking at what's upcoming in April, and there's actually some good shows, Ben, that I think we should watch. Um,
there's
uh,
one. I hope there's one I'm really excited to watch
what were you? Which is it?
called Loser Ranger.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear about that one.
I'll
I
talk
didn't see
about
that.
that. Okay. That was the one I'm really excited for.
Okay, let's
You
hear
go
it.
first. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, okay. So yeah, so I did that, but finally we got some news. So there were three shows that got some more announcements and some info about them, which is very exciting. One of them being, I'll start off with the one that got the least info, Tower of God, season two. It's been a while since season one has occurred. It's also a manhwa similar to Solo Leveling, and we got a new visual poster of some new characters that are going to be showing up in this season. So I'm excited for Tower of God season two. Ben, I don't know if you were a big fan of it, so or not, but
Uh, maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it.
oh, that's
We'll
sad.
see.
Yeah,
We'll see. I need a recap on Tower God
yeah.
because I only remember the ending really.
Well, so yeah, and I'll say this again. I mean, I have a couple friends who have read Tower of God, and a lot of what they tell me is that again the whole goes back to the whole issue with manhwas in general of what people dislike about them is the fact that they think that the pacing is a lot slower than in animes, whereas in animes like say My Hero for example, they're very fast and to the point. Where then in Solo Leveling it really drags on, or not Solo Leveling, but in manhwa in general, it seems like it drags on a bit, which isn't a bad thing because I
Hmm.
like slow burns, right? That was like all of Dune One, for example, but it works, right? I mean, I looked through. I was
Yeah.
at Barnes and Noble recently looking at manga, and I saw that Solo Leveling, the whole first volume, like he doesn't actually like die and get like reincarnated ish till like the end of the first book, and I was like, it's a thick book, dude, and I was like, wow, I did not know it was this much to get to that point. So yeah, so apparently with Tower of God, like the whole thing that we are seeing is like a prologue apparently, which is just crazy because it didn't feel like a prologue at all. So I'm very curious to see where the story goes, but I'm excited for it. It was a fun concept, and it left on a good little cliffhanger. So I think it'll be fun. I don't
Mhm.
know. You should give it a
We'll
shot,
see.
Ben.
I guess I will.
But yeah,
We'll see.
some other news. We got some more info on Don, which is very exciting for me because I've been reading the first volume and I got the second one. I still need to read it, but it's been exciting. The trailers have just been showing more and more steadily. It's got a release date for October, Ben. So fall release date. It's gonna be fun. I don't know if you've seen the trailer or not, but
Yes, I have actually.
okay,
Yes.
awesome. Yeah, so they finally showcased the voice actors of the main characters, as well as some more of the side characters that are going to be introduced, a lot more of the concept and theme surrounding the show is actually about. And I think Studio Saru has done an excellent job with it so far, from what it seems. Just coming off of a good run with Scott Pilgrim, It Takes Off. So
Mhm.
it's looking promising. It's looking promising. It's looking fun. It's going to be interesting to see if it's like a 12, 24 episode run because there is a lot of fighting and it's like kind of just happens out of nowhere. So I'm excited to
Mhm.
see how they're going to pace it, but it's looking fun. Ben, what do you think of it so far from what you've seen?
Oh, man,
If you don't like it, it's fine.
I- it's just I haven't. I fell off when it comes to watching anime.
Wow.
I think I don't know. I'll watch it. I think it's just it's it feels a lot harder for me to get invested into a show than it used to be.
That's crazy. You're going through that. You're going through that phase.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
hate to say it.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. So
I know.
no, that's all good. I get it. No, I mean it's been a dry sprout, so I get it, but hopefully that changes. Hopefully you give it a shot, and hopefully you enjoy it. That'll be awesome. But
Mhm.
so yeah, Dawn to Dawn. I'm looking forward to that. I will be watching it, and if Ben doesn't watch it, then I will cover it. So it'll be a good time regardless. So, anyways, moving on to our next show and final show that had some news and info. Suicide Squad Isekai. just got their trailer, and I am so excited for this. At first, I was kind of like, "This is silly and goofy," but it looks good, man. It genuinely looks good. The animation looks so awesome. Harley Quinn looks amazing. I didn't know she would ever become a waifu, but it seems like she is. Um,
What studio's doing?
it's oh, I don't know. It's not the one who did like Kill La Kill and all of those. It's not Trigger, right?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I feel like I knew this. I thought it was Trigger. I don't know. I don't know, but it looks good. It looks awesome regardless. So I'm excited. The plot, they just showed some more of it. It seems like it's just kind of what we suggested. They get transported to another world, like an anime fantasy world, it seems.
Yeah.
And there was an awesome shot in the trailer of Harley Quinn going from like her usual clown makeup costume to like a princess in some castle. So I'm very curious to see how it's going to play out. It looks like a lot of fun. The other side characters look awesome with Peacemaker, King Shark. It's looking fun. Joker looks sick. I'm excited for it personally. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I just remember another news too. We also got some more info on Look Back. The voice actors just got announced for the two main girls in Look Back. I don't. It seemed like they were relatively unknown from what I could tell. At least one of them was. So I'm interested to see how they do. I'm sure they're gonna do great, but I'm just really looking forward to that in the background. So yeah, but that's most of the anime news updates we have. It's great that we finally had stuff because we were running on a dry period. So
Yeah.
it's glad we got something. But Ben, I heard you got some news for us, so I'm excited.
Yes. So what I was talking about earlier,
Mm.
on April 7th, there's this show coming out called Go Go Loser Ranger. And it's essentially it's Power Rangers. It's a Power Rangers anime, but
Okay, I like Power
from what I've
Rangers.
heard from like manga readers, it's more like The Boys kind of where
Oh,
excuse me, where the superheroes are more on the villain like vigilante side.
okay, that'll be fun.
Yeah. I haven't seen the trailer for it. I've been watching this or like I've been following this since it got announced.
Mm.
But a trailer just came out.
I'm gonna have to check it out
So
after this.
yeah, after this I want us to watch it.
Yeah,
Um yeah.
that's sick. That's really cool.
I know. Looks good.
Mm.
Um but speaking of trailers, another trailer for the Blue Lock movie came out last week, I
Oh,
think.
I need to watch that. I haven't seen
Um
that.
Me either. Oh man. We're getting more info on season 2 coming. Oh my god, I'm dying. On Saturday. So they're gonna be probably the release date, hopefully, for the
Hopefully,
season 2 of Blue Lock on Saturday.
we all we know is that season 2 and the movie are coming this year, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. I was gonna
So
do a
excited.
bit here on the podcast where we go through. I'm not gonna do it because I didn't save the list
What?
and I thought I wouldn't have. It was the list that said, "Want more shows like My Dress Up Darling? Here's 10."
Oh my god.
So I think I had seen like 4 or 5 of them. So I was
There
like,
are no shows.
no,
There's no
exactly.
shows
Yeah,
like Dress
they
Up
had More
Darling.
Than a Married Couple on there, Ben, which I've been telling you about. They had Horimiya, which is not at all like Dress Up. What else did they have? I forgot. Oh my god. Oh, Skip and Loafer. I saw they had on there too. So, yeah, I was like, I don't really know. I think these are just romance
Hey,
shows.
compare that.
Yeah. So, but
There's nothing
regardless,
like.
yeah. But did you have any other bit of news, Ben?
Um, I'm still waiting for Call of the Night season 2.
Oh well, we got the poster. We know what's happening at least.
Oh, what? Oh,
Oh,
you're right. You're right. You're
I
right.
sent that to you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, 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 yes.
So
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Call. Oh, that's right. Well, we hadn't even talked about that. Yes, Call of the Night is happening. I'm excited. I'm so hyped. I know that I think the manga was ending soon, but we're getting to season 2. So that was like such a fun. That was such a fun time in life
A
watching that
great
show.
time.
That was. Isn't that awesome? I love that we could just sit back and like remember when we watched shows and the time period that was going
I could
on.
just go back in time.
Yeah. But yeah, Call of the Night season 2, it's gonna be exciting. I'm here for it, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah. But without further ado, since we have no more news, I think it's time to talk about Solo Leveling, Ben.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think what are we like 8, 9 episodes in? It's been
10.
it's been a good it's been good. It's been exciting. I really like the themes. I feel like this is the year with Dune 2 coming out and Attack on Titan ending. This is the
Hmm.
year of just like that whole like hero turned villain. That whole hero turned villain saga is what it's
Hmm.
within a protagonist. It seems like our main boy Jinwoo, is that his name? I hope I did.
Yep.
Okay, Jinwoo. He I really love the themes that they're dealing with here in the sense of him transitioning from this guy who he's like, oh, he's just this sort of like sweet kid who's just here to get some money to help his mom. And now he's
Hmm.
kind of just turned into this dude who's like losing all emotions the more and more powerful he becomes, which is really cool to see. It's really,
Hmm.
it's really awesome. It's been so gory, and just seeing his interactions with the two other side characters in the this latest episode, or not this latest one, the previous one, has been really cool. The way he's interacted and taking advantage of these other dudes, a part of these bigger guilds. He's a lot more threatening now, and he like doesn't really care if he has to kill someone, which is it's terrifying, and it's really cool to see because, from my understanding, although they don't really use their powers in the real world, it still translates, right? They could use those powers, right?
Yeah, because I think in the last episode, like episode 10,
Yeah,
they're talking about how this S rank hunter is kind of
yeah,
out to get Jinwoo, and he mentions that like even the law can't like when it comes to S rank hunters, even the law can't like doesn't stop them. They can just do whatever.
yeah.
And so I think it does. They can just use it whenever, but they only really need to use it um,
In the dungeons,
in the
or the yeah.
dungeons.
So I mean I'm excited. I really like that healer girl who she's been awesome. She's slowly becoming up there with she's awesome. She's everything you want in an anime character, man.
I
So
don't know her name.
yeah, neither do I. But I know what she looks like, and that's all that matters. So um yeah, so I mean the side characters have been good. This other dude in all seriousness, yeah, the side characters have been great. The other dude that Jinwoo is working with, the rich
Hmm.
C rank hunter, C or D ranked hunter, their whole little scheme that they got worked up is really fun. But I'm very excited to see where it goes, Ben. I don't know. It seems like he's just gonna keep getting stronger, and eventually, it seems like he's almost like becoming like a Walter White type character, in the sense of yeah, he started out doing this just to for some money to
Oh,
help his mom, but now he's like fully locked in and bought into this idea of
yeah,
you know turning the world upside down. So
yeah.
I'm very curious. It's been fun. It's been gory. It's been really gory. So I really liked the arc where the dude he just killed, the Fushigo looking
Yeah.
dude, Fushiguro dude. That was fun seeing the other that there's a lot of darker sides to. I mean, it kind of one thing that I also do like as well is that they really emphasize that these dungeons are not only a dangerous place because of the monsters, but because of other strong people who can take advantage of you. I mean,
Hmm.
that's already like twice now where we've seen, oh, let me go into the dungeon. I'll just tell people this is what happened, but in reality, I'm actually gonna kill you. So it's
Yeah, this guy's really unlucky, it seems like.
yeah, yeah, he is, he is. So I'm excited, and I'm curious to see what the end goal is gonna be with the whole system that he's in, right? Because I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like he's gonna either max out eventually, or like there's gonna be like some final thing that he's gonna have to do. So it's because it seems like he's progressing through that system game
Hmm.
sort of thing that he's in. So I'm curious to see how it goes. But
Guess we'll
mm-hmm.
see. Everyone on TikTok keeps saying that next episode's gonna be insane.
Hmm.
Um, Not sure why.
Yeah,
Guess we'll
neither
see.
am I. Yeah.
Have has a lot of hype to live up to,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which I'm sure it will.
It has been so far. Even this last episode that was a bit slower was still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the intro too. It's a fun intro. So every time
Oh yeah, I
it
love
just
this show.
starts, I get in the world. The animation's really good. It's really fun. So
The song of the intro has a really nice rhythm to it.
yeah, it does. The drums
I
and
can't
the
describe it.
yeah, almost Aztec or that type of vibe.
Uh, I need a suitcase for Japan, Joseph.
What? Just to walk around?
What? No, I just need to buy one. I don't want to buy one.
Oh, suitcase. I was thinking of like a briefcase you meant, but yeah.
What?
So I don't know why I thought briefcase. I was like, let's. Why do you need a suitcase? You don't have a suitcase?
I need a big one.
Yeah, me too.
One thing I struggle with is I cannot.
I overpack
I
like crazy for everything.
Yes, I will pack a million different things and only wear like 3
Same.
outfits.
Yeah. So I need to make sure I am being economically sound with my luggage and my space. Because yeah, I agree. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of bringing like a suitcase as a carry on too, but then I'm like I want to carry a backpack and stuff around. So I'm
You should
like,
get 2 carry-ons.
you usually do, or you I should.
I no, like you usually like they give you 2. You get I They usually let you take on 2 carry-ons, so you can keep one with you, and then you usually have one up
Oh,
in the
on
overhead
top.
bins.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I will do that. Maybe get like a small carry-on, like travel backpack, because like one that I can just carry around when we walk around, so I can put like my camera, things like
yeah.
that. I'm so excited to vlog it, dude. I want to record it so bad, just to save the memories. Oh man, it's gonna be a good time. But that flight is gonna be killer. But once we're
Flight's
there,
the best part, Joseph.
that yeah. No,
Flight's like the best
you
part.
know that's what I'm saying. The flight there is gonna be fun, just because of how hyped we're gonna be. But the flight back is going to be miserable. The flight, well, but at
Yeah.
least we get a layover, so it's cut in half a bit. We
Mhm.
get some time to stretch, so yeah, that should be fun. But it's going to be brutal, so
Yeah.
it'll be fun though. I'm so excited. I was telling one of our other buddies recently. I said I'm gonna make sure that when we do karaoke, everybody goes and sings a song, and I make sure you got yours ready. But I'm doing All Star by Smash Mouth. That's how I'm gonna set the mood for the night. So
Do they just have any song?
hmm, they usually have a set list, but from the karaoke bars that I've seen in Japan, they usually do have a lot of Western songs too. So
I really, I wish it just like they just give you access to Spotify on kind of
yeah,
the
that'd
link
be
for it.
sick.
I
What are
have
the
some really funny songs that I want to sing.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that so cool though? How it's a private room though. We get our own room. It's just us. That's so sick.
Yeah,
Oh, I wish they had that in America. I mean, I think they do, but not as common. So,
it definitely is nuts.
yeah, because yeah, so we can just get sauced and just sing. It's a beautiful, beautiful one. It's right, real close to our hotel. But yeah, that's actually, guys. This is some BTS, but we're going to be discussing some plans with our buddies this weekend. So hopefully we have some more info on some stuff that we're going to be doing. Um, yeah, it's gonna be exciting. What if we run into PewDiePie, dude? That'd be sick.
Oh, yo, Pug, yo, my gosh, oh my.
Yeah, no, but
Yo, it's the guy from the bridge. I think.
all right, yeah, that's a good place to end it.
Sorry.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us in today's episode. It's been a fun one. I'm glad we're back. Sorry about the spring break kind of being a weird schedule, but it was spring break, so we're not counting that as a miss, by the way, because I technically did upload. It's just a little late, but yeah, it's if we do ever miss a week now, then then we'll watch One Piece. We got to watch like 3 or 4 episodes. So, yeah. We gotta watch like an hour worth of episodes, so that's the punishment. But thank you guys for watching. It's been Joseph, your co-host, with my beautiful co-host Ben.
Goodbye.
And we love you guys so much. Hope you guys are doing well, and we will see you all in the next episode. Arrivederci.
Peace.
Mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed, all the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say, I don't push pause.